What's going on, everybody? Welcome to A Freelance Artist Journey. In this video, I wanted to show you my creative process for developing a character. Now, as you can see, I start off with a traditional pencil sketch that I scan in and then trace over the top of it in Sketchbook Pro. I don't always work this way, but this is the best way for me to work because I find that I'm a whole lot looser when I draw traditionally. And it's something that I try and keep in practice with doing and not just using my digital tablet all the time. And yes, I have a Wacom digital tablet. I don't use a Cintiq, a little bit above my budget at the moment, but I think I prefer a digital tablet over the Cintiq because I like to rest my hands, especially at my elbow. I like to rest it on something to get that extra bit of support. And when I've demoed the Cintiqs, my hand is kind of, or like my whole arm is kind of lifted, and there's nowhere to kind of put my hands as I work. Now, I suppose you could find a setup that works best for you in having some elbow support or arm support. But for me to just kind of hold my hands or my arm free floating in the air while I draw over a while or over some time, that would really put stress on my upper body, on my arms, and really tire me out. So, I prefer a tablet, and that way I can either put it in my lap and then have my elbow resting on maybe the arm of the chair or on my lap or something like that. That works best. Um, but yeah, I love working traditionally, but then I also love, or I should say, I love working digitally. But I find that I get some of my better results when I work traditionally. But as far as digitally goes, I mean, there's nothing like it in terms of just the ability to massage your drawing and tweak it. And as you can see here, I'll take an image, copy it, and flip it over, and then refine it from there. It's just limitless possibilities, of course, when it comes to working digitally. And so this particular character is obviously a young African American girl from the 60s time period. So I tried to make sure that I got the clothing and the hairstyle just right so that it said 60s, or that so that it at least said something a little bit more dated. And so, I've got a couple of different images there, some of which you probably didn't see me originate in the video. I kind of brought them in later. A lot of times I'll forget to turn on the OBS software to do screen captures. So, because inspiration hits at very odd times. And sometimes I'm in the middle of doing something else and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I'll see something on TV, a character or a hairstyle or whatever it may be, and I'll start drawing. And before I know it, I've completed some work and I didn't get a chance to record it. So, a lot of this video may be choppy. I apologize for that. But this is the creative process. So I'm kind of working and figuring my way through this whole YouTube documentation, if you would. But yeah, I find that I really enjoy the character development stage, in refining a character and discovering, what they look like, mannerisms, that kind of thing. And I'm getting more into expressions because a lot of times we usually draw a calm face or maybe put a little bit of a smirk or smile, or maybe they're frowning. But that's something that I need to continue to work on, is expressions. And so this piece that I'm working on is a personal project, one of a few that I have in the works. And because at the moment, I don't have any client work, I'm kind of playing the waiting game. I have a few prospects that I'm waiting to hear back from. Um, I'm online constantly looking through different message boards and classified ads and different things, um, looking for prospects. And when I find somebody that's looking for an illustrator, I send them a message and the dance starts. And this is a process that I kind of took from my single days when I was dating. I did quite a bit of online dating, and you spend a lot of time going through different profiles until you find somebody that you like, and then you send them that message, and you wait to hear back, and then it's kind of this dance that you played until you either set up a date or you discovered that this wasn't the person for you. It's the same process for me with finding client work. So as you're watching me draw this, or actually as I'm recording this right now, I'm kind of playing the waiting game. And so now I'm working on the neighborhood. This particular character, she's just moved into a new neighborhood and she doesn't know anybody. So it's kind of that weird feeling of, you left old friends behind and now you have to make new ones. And this is a new, strange city for her. She's come from the country and moved to Detroit. And so, as you can see the look on her face, she's not too sure about it. But she'll be okay. She'll be okay. Me myself, as a young child growing up, I think we moved every 5 years, it seemed like. That, yeah, we moved quite a bit. So I could definitely relate to her plight of, having to start all over again. And I really enjoy the sketchy style, because a lot of times I would sketch something in pencil and then ink it or refine it as you see me doing here, but I would go too far and my images would get really sterile and lose a lot of character and become stiff. And so I'm trying to experiment and keep some of the pencil lines, some of the rough, sketchy lines underneath, excuse me, and or as I continue to refine the piece. So with this piece, you'll see the finished product towards the end, and even that is still not quite refined to where I want it. There's a few more things that I want to do to it, maybe add some more kids playing and some more activity in the neighborhood. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, God bless.